Hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. So, as of recording this, last night was the press conference for the next Sentai coming after King-Ohger, Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger. And yeah, I said the name right. Boon. Anyway, I didn't talk much about Boonboomger because all the information, or at least stuff involving the suits or whatnot, came out somewhat late last year, say around towards Christmas. I did post about it on YouTube and on Facebook, mainly in posts, but actually doing a video on the aesthetics and everything, that's going to be discussed here, along with talking about the character analysis of who our heroes going to be and whatnot, as well as who our villains going to be. We're basically going and be getting into information involving our new show that's going to be coming in like 2 weeks. But before getting into the press conference, I have to say, I'm fully aware I have not posted any videos in like a month. That's on me. That's on my bad. It's just, well, for one, I wanted my next review to be Gavon so that we can talk about Metal Heroes more on here. But Gavon is starting to be a bit of a slow watch because I think I'm up to like episode 10, and that video meant to come out either late January or sometime now in February. But considering that it's a bit of a slow burn to watch, I was thinking maybe for a little bit we would take a break, or at least I would take a break from binge watching shows and just review other stuff like movies and specials. If only because I know Gotchard is out and we're like towards the second arc there, and I honestly would like to get caught up on Gotchard because I hear some people like it, I hear some people hate it, and I also want to get an opinion of it myself. I know my friend Thomas is currently watching Gotchard right now, and I think I only left off at like episodes 2 or 3, so let's play catch up for a bit. And so now, let's finally get into the press conference information. I'm getting my information off of Toku Nation because I tried getting my information off of Instagram before. It just comes up with not wrong information, but incorrect sentences and whatnot. Mainly because it's from people from Malaysia or Japan translating. But let's get into... Actually, before getting into the cast, let me get my thoughts out on the suits. Which I think we all... If you've read my post, then you guys already know how I feel about the suits. But I feel like they're slowly growing on me. But if I could be honest, because we have all 5, well, Rangers now, I think the 2 best suits... I take that back. I feel like the best suit out of the 5 of them is Black's, because the gray areas actually work good on him. If I can be honest, I think the gray areas suit better on Black and Orange because they're additional. As for the main 3, Red, Blue, and Pink, their suits aren't bad, but they could be a bit critiqued. For starters, the gray parts on there just make you wish that it was the rest of their colors. The shoes, I don't care, but that's about it. I feel like that's my one critique on the suits. It's just the gray, which is honestly on them a random choice of color. I do like, however, the speedometer on the chest for all of them, because that looks cool. And on Black and Orange, they can coordinate that onto their shoulder pad designs, to which, by the way, both Black and Orange wear single shoulder pads. I guess to correspond with their own motifs. Black's being a police officer and Orange being a bit construction themed. And last but not least, the helmets. I don't like the helmets. I just don't like the helmets. I've seen these helmets so many times, and I still don't like the helmets. And we're still talking about things I don't like the weapons. I don't like that wheel sword gun. When it's a gun, it looks terrible. And when it's a sword, I just think that Drive did it better? Anywho, when I look at the wheel as a sword, it just makes me think Drive did it better. And say whatever you want about Drive, even if the handle can was a steering wheel slapped in front of a sword, it still looked better than this. Also, I don't like black and orange's morphers. That's a battle axe. It looks too simple and ugly. And battle axes are awesome. What is this? Okay, so now we can get into the Rangers. So, Boon Red is Taya Hondo. Huh. His name is literally Tire. Anywho, Boon Red is Taya Hondo, played by Haruhi Unichi. Apologies if I don't bring up any other acting credits, for I do not know if this is their first time or not at performing for an actual show. But Taya Hondo, played by Haruhi Uichi, is a young man with a burning heart and a passion for cars. He has a hobby of rebuilding and customizing his special vehicle. Huh. Alright. He's a car enthusiast. That's honestly nice. That actually sounds pretty cool. So next, Boon Blue is Ishiro Meta, played by Yuki Hayama. And he is the team's technical expert with a wide array of knowledge who always acts in a professional manner. That is awesome. That is literally the best idea ever for a car-themed Sentai to have that one mechanic character. I already like what they got so far for these two. So next, Boon Pink, Mirai Shifuto, played by Miyu Suzuki. Or that was probably her only requirement to get the part. Her last name was Suzuki, like the car brand. And yes, I'm fully aware that I've heard this already on the internet that Boon Pink looks like Ryusou Pink a little bit. I'll find that as a plus. I liked Asuna. And so, Miyu is described as a bright, intelligent woman with a tendency to drive off anywhere she finds interesting. Okay, that's not even upset with that. But now, before we just had whatnot information on 3 of our leads. Now, thanks to the press conference bringing out, let's talk about our 2 additional Rangers to the Corps. So, there's Boon Black, Jo Akusei, played by either Saito Ryu or Ryu Saito, is a rookie cop with a serious nature and a history of comedic accidents. I can believe that. When I watched the commercial, when I watched the press conference commercial, I saw Black in his policeman uniform riding a bike, or he's about to ride a bike, and the bike just comes apart. How does that happen? The bike just comes apart. Also, you can't hate a dude who's trying to bring back overalls. Overalls don't look too bad. This dude, I already hope I'll like him. Oh my god, this is the one character I saw images of, and he's just cringe in my mind already. And that is Boon Orange, Gemba Boreki. And he is cringe to me because the first image I saw of his face was him licking a lollipop. I'm sorry, what in the 4Kids dub is this? Is this guy Sanji dubbed? Oh my god. Just dear Lord in Christ, that was just weird to me, and that was the first thought in my mind. One Piece dubbed by 4 kids. But God, Gemba Bereki, played by Satoru Soma, described as a gentle but elusive man able to obtain anything he wants from others. Okay, Lupin the Third. And so, the lives of the Boonboomgers are changed forever thanks to the intervention of Boondorio Banderas. I'm pretty sure that's meant to say Boondario Banderas. Or no. The robot is named after Antonio Banderas. That's why. Boondario Banderas. I swear to God, this is why I say that I want to be in, like, the writer's room sometimes, because how do they come up with this shit? Genuinely speaking, how do they come up with this shit? And I think I saw something on, like, I'm could have sworn I saw something for Boondario when I was saving stuff for today. Because once the press conference came out, I knew immediately, alright, let me do a video for this. I can't seem to find my character bio for Boondario, but thankfully I remember it. Boondario, oh my god. It's the mech. I just want to say the mech's name and not Boondario because, oh my god. Like, the robot is the mech, Boonboomger. And Boondario is a buddy of Red, actually, as they make curry together. I'm literally... Okay, I did have one page saved on Instagram involving this character that had a small bio on him. But I vaguely remember it and I can't find where I saved it. But yeah, the robot is okay, here it is. Boondario Banderas is a strange car-shaped alien who crash-landed on Earth and now lives in Boon Red's garage, supplying the team with weapons and gear. In combat, Boondario becomes the main body of Boonboomger. This is just so goofy. It's literally as if Trideron, the car, became sentient and just hung out and went on mystery adventures with Shinosuke from Drive. This is literally as if the mystery van grew sentient and just hung out with the mystery gang. So many comparisons could be made to this right now. But I'm going to go back to reading who is the voice of Boondario, which is longtime Toei veteran Rika Matsumoto, who I only knew her as a singer, but she's also a voice actor. As a singer, I recognize her the most from being the singer of Ryuki's opening, Alive Alive. And that song is a straight banger. But aside from Toei, along with Toei stuff for voice acting, she has some minor voice acting roles. She's done work apparently for the Revice Beyond the Generations movie, the Girls Remix special. She does have voice acting credits to her name, as well as done music before for Pokemon. That's just something I thought I'd mention in general, outside of working for Toei. And shoot, another fun fact too, Rika Matsumoto also voiced the robot character Arthur from 5-Man back in like 1990. Basically then, 1990. That was her earliest freaking Toei role in a straight up Sentai. That was awesome. And so she's back. So I guess one would say she's back to her roots. But yeah, let's actually talk about Boonboomger / Boondario. I like the mech design. In all honesty, I actually think I really do like this design. I think my favorite... Well, there are a lot of things I actually like about this. The colors, I like that it's white and red. I love the helmet. And honestly, I thought I was going to not like this design, but it's growing on me some. I thought I wasn't going to like it because the chest seemed too bulky, but looking at this in motion now, it looks fine and good. Also, my only reference before was literally the toy, where the chest was too huge for the rest of its normal sized limbs. It just looked disproportionate. But here, it looks good and I like it. So now, let's talk about our villains. They are the Space Mafia Hishirishian. I probably butchered that, but hey, for once we're fighting the Space Mafia. And I don't think the Death Galleons from Zoogers were the Space Mafia. They were more of a hunters or a gambling ring or whatever. But yeah, the Space Mafia are bad guys this time around. And want to take over... No, when you think about it, that actually kind of does make sense for a mafia to take over places like towns and whatnot. But in this case, it's a Space Mafia that wants to take over Earth. And so, we have our 3 generals so far. They are Decotrade, and he is the one who looks kind of like a decorative truck that I think is more of a Japanese thing with stylized silver trucks with lights and whatnot designing around. But the name itself too, Decotrade, like I've seen so many different translations for it, like Decotorup and Decorade, or I don't know, his name's probably Decotrade or Decorate. Actually, let me see this. Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. His name actually is Decotrade. Honestly, because he's a bad guy, I'm just going to call him Haterade. His nickname from this point on is Haterade. Because he's one of the bad guys and they're haters. Anywho, Decotrade is voiced by Junichi Suwabe. He is the aggressive, troublesome warrior who dreams of advancing in the organization. Well, this might be a little Godfather. And so next is the female warrior is Itasha, voiced by Nana Mizuki, who is another ambitious soldier. Honestly, these 3 generals might be connected to the big boss, obviously, wanting to step up in the organization. These guys are probably just the rebels wanting to like overthrow or whoever or whatever. Might be interesting. And now the Roomba villain, Yai Yarker, voiced by Sumire Morohoshi, may be the strangest member of the generals, lacking a humanoid frame and instead appearing as a vehicular body. No, he looks like a fucking Roomba. What do you mean a vehicular body? Maybe a car-themed Roomba? God. You just know they might make a plushie of him. And you know what? I might buy one and give one to my little sister. I don't know if she'll like it or not, but she's 12 now, so who knows what new things she would be into. So, Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger begins on March 3rd, 2024. Stay tuned to Toku Nation for further updates on this new chapter in Super Sentai history, Coming Boon. It doesn't say that. I chose to say that by choice. So, this is the information we have for our new Sentai. Honestly, I am intrigued. I was put off a bit by the suit. Okay, I was not put off by the suits. I was put off by the helmets. And I still don't like those helmets. why the tires on the face? Has anyone here seen KamenRider drive and know that tires are better anywhere around the body, just not the face? Why on the face? But yeah, I'm interested enough to actually watch this show. There are a lot of things from here that sound good and cool and very interesting. And I want to take a moment to try to keep up with the show like I did for Geets. And I am so thankful that I actually bothered to watch Geets while it was airing. That was, oh my god, because I stuck with that show through the whole run. And when it ended, I was taking notes the entire time to review it. I might do that for Gotchard too, maybe. But I would have to catch up on that show. But this show, I definitely want to watch it. Everything sounds interesting. And it's like some of my opinions have really shifted the more I looked at things. The aesthetics have grown on me a little bit. Because like I said, I feel like the gray parts of the suit work best on black and orange. And honestly, now I think about it, what if black and orange just had the gray parts on their suits, and for the main three, they had the rest of their colors going down where the gray areas are? That would actually be kind of nice, because these are the main three, and they're just too additional to look a bit special for the core team. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. So, for this show, I'm intrigued, and hopefully it will be good. So, with that said, what do you guys hope for from Boonboomger? Are you guys going to want to watch it? Tell me in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And by the way, if anyone has any ideas for videos that you want to see me do, please also feel free to drop them in the comments down below. I'm constantly coming up with new ideas, but it's been a while since it's literally been since December, New Year's Eve, when I uploaded a video, and I would like to get back to work, get back to business. So whatever ideas you have, just drop them in the comments down below. So, see you guys next time. Peace.